Hello everybody. Welcome on into the last stream of our first season here at Newcastle. Happy New Year too, of course. Hope it's been a good one if you're that part of the world. America, Happy New Year's Eve, all that good stuff. But welcome on in. And today, we're going to finish off the season. We've got one more game to play in the league season here with Newcastle, barring a 29 goal differential swing. We will lift the regular season premiership with Newcastle and qualify for the Champions League next season. And then we'll have a two-legged semi-final, I think, if it's the same as the men's, before hopefully a final. So it won't be too many games today, but we could lift 2 trophies. We should definitely lift 1. It would take a freaking disaster for us for that to not be the case. We are going to Canberra, though. Not a great place to have to go to celebrate something. So, yeah, not because the team's like really good, just because it's an absolute S-hole, isn't it? But welcome everyone. Hope you're doing well. Hope you've been good since yesterday. Let's get some tunes going in the background. I will just turn the audio down first. And there's no like New Year's Eve playlist for this, is there? I mean, I've just seen summer hits though. Summer hits. Is that going to be good? Some of those songs are very, very odd, to be honest, summer hits. Oh, you know, let's roll off it. It's kind of summer, even though it's still raining outside. Let's go for summer hits. We could just go back to the usual playlist if this is awful. But let's see how we go on it. Right, yes, OB is Shaun. Right, let's go over the gameplay as well. And also get a prediction going, because we are going to play Canberra first. And that is going to be a interesting little matchup for us. Apparently an ad's about to start. So sorry about that. So I'm just going to talk about what happened yesterday. So yeah, love how that's just popped up straight away. But we'll get a prediction going for the Canberra United game if you want to try and win some channel points. But here's the situation. We should be champions with the whole goal differential being the decider, because that's quite a big difference between us and the victory. And we also are definitely going to get us be able to skip the first round of the playoffs. So we'll be entering at the semis. We'll play the lowest ranked of the winners between currently City and Canberra, and Wanderers and Adelaide. So you'd think, well, it's definitely one of those 3 teams. Probably a Melbourne derby on the other side. So that sets up well. We've got a nice little path for the finals, touch wood. Wellington, Sydney can't do anything. So we're all good there. We know the 6 teams. And off the back of how we've been performing of late, we'll be pretty confident against most of them, depending on how we get on here as we take on Canberra, a team who've definitely slipped down a fair way. We've jumped up that massively over the last couple of streams. Like, we were just a solid 6th, about equal with the Phoenix. Now we're right up there in 4th. They've changed their prediction on us quite heavily, maybe because of Kylie Flanagan. Also, there's a couple of new emotes in there, people, in the chat, especially if you're on Twitch. I might even use one right now, seeing as we've just talked about Kylie. Is it going to pop up? Can I find it? Is it? Yes, there it is. So if the frickin' thing, there we go. All right, this is. Oh, did I do the wrong one there? Oh my god, I'm going to expand this one. Yes, that's what I want to do. Delete that one. Oh, why is chat so weird on this little screen? But we'll do that. Anyway, there you can see we've got a Kylie emote now. We've also got a Newcastle Jets emote. So I've changed the emotes up. And there's also a dancing one if you subscribe of the Kylie. Hopefully it's nice and iconic enough with the whole can't get out of my head video, plus a Newcastle Jets jersey. So we've done that for Kylie Flanagan, which is quite good. Also, transfer window is opened, because A-League things right before the finals, which I love. We have still not sold Luke Meyer because Central Coast don't want to make a bid yet. She wants to go from the top team to the bottom team, but they don't want her quite yet. So we could actually lose some players during the final series, which feels unfair. But we'll see how things go. It's not going to matter for the Champions League, to be fair, so it doesn't even matter if we don't win the finals in that regard, but it would be nice while we've got the chance to. So, yeah, Canberra up first, then we're going to get a break, because we're in the top 2, and we'll get through the actual finals series, but it should be a trophy lift. Just a shame it's in Canberra. Of all the places, it's not really a good choice, is it? So we're going to go with our first team. Absolutely no reason not to. Big gap off the back of this, so hopefully these girls can continue their good form from yesterday outside that one game against Central Coast, which would have definitely guaranteed us a title by now, but it pretty much is guaranteed. Not much pressure on us here. So if we're going to lose a game today, this is the one that we do want to lose, because there's just nothing on it at all. So yeah, hopefully we win all the games we play, especially with this being Canberra. A good way here to celebrate a title, at least in terms of the regular season. So McCullough Park, just say we're doing well. Don't want to put too much pressure on the girls here. There's no real need to. It would take a 29 goal differential swing in both this game and the victory away at Sydney. So it seems all very unlikely. Hence why I put the actual trophy lift on the thumbnail. If that backfires, then goodness me, have I cursed this something shocking. But yeah, I think we're pretty safe. It is a little bit concerning though that the referees are wearing green, the same colour as Canberra and money. So that's a little bit concerning. We're in our almost looking like we're playing naked, just apart from the whole white singlet. But we're underway. Canberra get the ball early, not for too long. Talon did break it up, but just gave it back there to Curtis. But yeah, we'll see how things go here. A game, and then we'll keep an eye out on who we will be playing in the semis. That is at least absolutely locked in, but we should be topping the table after this, even for a loss, given the goal differential. Okay, that's a little bit sketchy early. Almost thought that might get called for a handball there. Good cut out there from O'Donoghue, right? So on the back foot early, but thankfully just doing enough there to start going forward. Sakeda, Sullivan, De Oliveira. Oh, counter-attack, Talon. There she goes with the ponytail. Our number 7, one in the Dream 11. We've got 2 now with Kylie popping in. Christabel. Cuts in Sullivan, back up to Christabel. Oh, does her. Squares it for Sullivan. Oh, cooking. Oh, that's a highlight, isn't it? Okay, just waiting for the stream deck to warm up here. There we are, right. Always takes a while to warm up with that first button push, but lovely footwork here from Sullivan, just does that number 4. And into the top left, and now it's going to be an almighty difficult challenge for the Victory to not finish second. They're going to have to do something quite incredible. But a very early goal to give us a 1-0 lead in Canberra. Hopefully not for the last time today, just in case we actually play these guys in a semi. But they would be going in as bottom qualifiers, so the likelihood... I mean, there is a likelihood, but it's quite low. But we're back on the attack only a few minutes later. Christabel, pull back for Sullivan. Christabel, Buchanan, up to Talon. Oh, this is lovely football. The goalkeeper, Neary, comes up with a save. It's liquid football. Apparently we play tiki-taka, according to the media I copped in the week between that last game yesterday's stream, where we got a result 2-0 away at Adelaide, another team who we definitely could end up playing. During yesterday's stream, did actually play quite a few teams that we could end up playing in both a final or a semi. So the fact we've been picking up results against them is quite good. If we play the Victory again in a final, I don't think it would finish 8-1 this time though. They probably have a goalkeeper again. Because that did feel a little bit cheesy, but it is what it is. The goalkeeper getting injured. We do have a corner. Hopefully we can make this 2 because we've been all over them here. Don't usually score from set pieces. And we still don't. Cassie just needs to work on the heading accuracy. She's big enough to be getting in the mixer and out jumping a lot of those players from Canberra, but just not quite doing it in any A-League team, to be fair, not just Canberra. But here we go. Talon Henniker. Back to Christabel. Sullivan. O'Donoghue. Back to Sullivan. Buchanan. Sakeda. Oh, there's space galore. Didn't really take it there. Yeah, we probably could have been a bit quicker there once we got the ball. When we had like about a 3-on-2 there. But it wasn't to be. But we're still 1-0 up and we're looking very solid at the moment. Just second goal will be nice. But as I said, if we're going to not quite be at our best, this is the game for it, where it's not going to cost us anything. Yeah, when we get into actual finals games, that's when we want to be switched on. This is nice though. Talon, she's going to be greedy. No, lovely play from you. And Saketa is on the score sheet. She's picked up her form nicely last couple of streams. And gets out the Archer. We go 2-0 in front at Canberra. And it's going to be a celebration in a town where it's really hard to celebrate because there's nothing to do. And we take a 2-0 lead. It's the boy from Liverpool. Happy New Year. Yeah, it is, isn't it? But no, how are you, Chunky Funkster? Happy New Year to you too, dude. Hope you're going well. We're about to have a trophy lift here, so it is a Happy New Year. It was pretty much locked in anyway, but with a 2-0 lead over Canberra, happy days. And we'll qualify for the Asian Champions League next season too here, so this is going to be a good start to stream before we crack into some do-or-die football. Do you know who Boyzone is? Yes, they were quite popular down here. In New Zealand. Ronan Keating, he's done quite well for himself. I think he lives in Aussie these days, doesn't he? Oh, De Oliveira. Oh, that's wonderful footwork from her. 3-0. We are cooking. We might get into trouble. Main boy fella who opened 2026. Ah, okay. I did see on Twitter when I was doing the Go Live tweet that something with Ryan Seacrest is on now in America. So I feel a little bit sorry for those guys. Dick Clark's New Year's Eve mania with Ryan Seacrest. Seagate? It sounds incredibly techie. It's like when you find a £5 note in an old jacket. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit like that, isn't it? Right, it's a great first half from us, though. We've got a 3-0 lead. We are going to be going into the finals in some great form. I think we'll just leave it, considering that. You're doing brilliantly. Yeah, right, life is a roller coaster. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Tell you what, I'm loving each day here at the moment, though. 3-0 lead with the Jets. Happy days. Okay, if we can stop. Okay, we do stop that nicely. I'm trying to think of another Ronan song title that is not You Say It Best When You Say Nothing at All, because that's quite hard to work into something naturally. And it's also not just a Boyzone song. Yeah. Well, what else does he have? Those were the memorable ones, weren't they, those three? Okay, Voisey Yilden's only going a bit fairly, and apparently Naimi's in some quite good form according to one of the ex-players, so we'll bring her on at right wing. We might also just play things safe here with some of these players with the situation. Make a few subs. We're in a nice safe spot. And we've got a set piece. We've brought on some wing backs who can do a job at centre back as well. So hopefully set piece goal. No, Cassie still can't get on target. If she starts doing some things from set piece, look out. We're the opposite of Arsenal right now. We can't score from set piece to save ourselves, apart from one free kick yesterday through Naomi. Oh, that was interesting. McKee that time, Neary was completely going the wrong way. So come on. Right, do we want to take off a midfielder? We might, just to play things safe with that final sub. Gets on Crutwell. Happy days. Taking off most of the important players. We'll probably talk about transfer stuff later on in the stream, but De Oliveira's now got 19 goals this season, so as much as I should look at upgrading her, do I actually need to? It's either her or a right winger, and we can actually switch her to right wing. She's quite natural there. We'll do quite a good job, but when you're scoring 19 goals up front, Probably makes sense to just leave it there, doesn't it? Especially when Sydney actually pushed the Japanese team in the Champions League quarter-final 2-1, went to extra time. Oh, we conceded late. Oh, Kylie. It's not great from you. Not sure what Kennelly was doing there. But they have got it to 3-1. It's just going to be consolation goal. She just lied down there, Kylie, for some reason. Instead of actually on an angle which would help. But we're going to pick up a 3-1 win. Show me the trophy lift. No, we don't get a trophy lift. Oh, okay. Cheers, game. I'm going to have to, hold on. Let me just put the actually, how heavy is this? This will work. It kind of looks like an A-League trophy. Not the actual. This looks more like the final series trophy. Just give me a second here. There we go. I had to really, you know, think on the spot there, haven't I? But we've picked up the regular season A-League trophy there. Good performance. Not sure why we don't get a trophy lift for that. More bad things about FM26. Maybe it's because Melbourne haven't played yet, but they can't catch us. So that's just weird. Either way, we've got Champions League football next season. 3-1, good result. Talon Henneke continues to be exceptional. Look at that form late on. Some of those games are friendlies, to be fair, but still, that's great from her. And now we wait and see what we're going to be doing in the finals, which we don't need to be winning with the whole Champions League or re-sewn up, but it would be nice, of course. We could just, actually, no, I was going to say we could conquer Asian women's football in one season, but we can't because they're still in the semi-final stages of the Asian Champions League, so that's not entirely true. But we've got the job done. We'll pay on that prediction anyway. No, not Canberra, Shaun. Goodness. Definitely not Canberra. Yeah, so good result for us. Hopefully, no more losses for the rest of the season too, because those would actually be costly, unlike if we lost that game. And we will have home advantage for the second leg anyway of our semi. So we might still have to go away for a first leg. I think it's 2 leg at the semi. It is on the men's side, so I don't see why it wouldn't be on the women's side. Unless they're a bit tighter on the women's side and don't want to, to have all that spend money for them, get that much income from games or something. They might do something weird because it's the women's version, but either way, we're going to make the final 4. And we have qualified for the final series semi-final, so we do skip that little shootout between 3rd and 6th. We will host, you'd think, the worst qualifier from that, which anyone Western Sydney down. We can't play Melbourne City, but anyone else we could play. So, yeah, if any of the away teams win, we'll probably play them. If both home teams win, it will be Western Sydney. But let's go forward. We've got our budget, so it's going to be quite big. There's play scheduled in the cricket game too. That's nice. Also, Sakita's developing very well. Things we like to see. Quite handy. This team's got quite a lot of potential in it, so it's just going to improve the more we play with it. Like Buzzbell, she's got high potential in the exact same role. And yeah, we qualify for the semis. That is also the highest league position this club's ever got in our first season here, so that's quite nice. Did Melbourne not win? Or are they still mucking around? They got beaten by Sydney, which, to be fair, I thought won't happen. And City have lost 3-0 to Brisbane, so those Melbourne clubs are not going into the finals good. And we've recently comfortably handled 3 out of those other 4 teams. City pushed us a bit close. Victory, we bet 8-1, but that was with quite a bit of a big goalkeeping injury. Right, budgets. Please be good. It's not. I mean, so we can't spend money really at all. But once we release some players, we'll have some wage to work with. So we can't spend money to sign players, which does feel a bit weird as the whole champions of the regular series or season. Regular season final series, Shaun, get it right. Okay, so let's check how this works now. Finals. So we've got the elimination final. Where do I see fixtures at this point of the season? How do I... Right, portal. This. Finals. Right. 29th of April. Fixtures. That's what I want to see. 29th, 30th. So there's just one league. So that's not a big gap at all for those teams. We might fly through this quite quickly, given that. But it's not a great budget to work with, let's be honest. Sullivan injured. Don't be serious. Ooh, hopefully it's not too bad by the time those teams play their games. Injury rehab, please. That could hurt. We've been pretty lucky with injuries so far, outside the really early McKee one, which hurt us a little bit at the start of the season, but around that we've been pretty good. And also our reserve team won the reserves league, I presume that is what it's trying to say. So we're flying here with the Jets, for lack of a better term. And the semi-final draw has taken place. Right. Shouldn't we be playing the worst team? Don't tell me we're going to end up having to play Melbourne for some silly reason. We are the top qualifier. But goal differential over City. City are not having fun here. Right. So what's happening here? Okay, so we're going to play Western Sydney or Adelaide. So yeah, that's probably what we anticipated. There is still a chance that Victory could play Canberra, which would feel pretty harsh on us. So we better keep an eye here on Sullivan, because this might be a quick little backup here, and that could prove a touch costly, depending on when these games are going to get played. I feel like it said match day on the 3rd in the training. Western Sydney are actually signing people, which is a little bit irritating. I don't know why they've put a transfer window right smack bang leading into the finals. That does feel quite cheesy. I don't even know if that's a thing in real life. She's handy without being great, to be fair, so we'll let them away off that one. They're going to be cooked, aren't they? Okay, so Friday, it's still two-legged. We've got Western Sydney. They've had to play 3 games inside a week. That should really help us. Just a little bit concerned about the injury to Sullivan. She might not be back in time for that, so we might have to just change a little bit for this game. Cratwell might come in and Songer on the bench, but yeah. Cratwell's done okay for us when we've needed her to be fair, so hopefully it's not going to be a major blow just for one game. But Western Sydney, yes. Okay, why are you paying money? Hold on. We don't have money. No, we can't do that. Just wait for the contract to expire if you're going to try and sign her. I had a shortlist, but goodness me. Yeah, we'll wait on that one. Jeez, why is he trying to spend money? We've got 0 transfer budget. You silly cookie boy. Goodness me. What are my staff doing here? Anyway, how was New Year's Eve for everyone out there? If you're in the chat, also if you're on YouTube, make sure to leave a nice big thumbs up on the stream. What's happened here? So Western Sydney got through somehow. Was that penalties or was that just sheer luck? Penalties it was. So they got pushed a long way there. Now I am concerned about this. Oh, come on. Game. It's going to mud us for the finals, isn't it? Right. De Oliveira out. So we're losing a couple. Lousy. This is not as bad a miss because she's not very good. She is lousy. But we have copped a few, and that's going to be a bit more long term. So Luchtmeyer, who wants to be sold, is now going to come in to the first team, and I think. So it's either Migliazza who comes on as a striker, or we try and find another striking option from our B team. We're getting a bit mudded here, which is really poor timing. As I was saying, we've been quite okay with injuries here so far. Yeah, we're probably better off just going Migliazza as a striker, aren't we? So let's get you back on the bench. But that's a blow of 19 goals this season. 1 to 4 days for Sullivan. She's probably not. She'll at least be back for the second leg. But yeah, De Oliveira maybe for the final if we make it that far. But that's a couple of blows we've copped there. We've got another couple of players that we could move forward, but Naomi. We've got options anyway. That's the main thing. But it does suck a little bit that we're just copping all these injuries out of nowhere during training. Anyway, yes, we did. We're a 3-1 win. So based on that, we will, if we check the rules, not the clubs, goodness me. Yes, AFC Women's Champions League, that should be us. So we're about to play Western Sydney in the semi. How do I get, why can I get to the final series? Yeah, because we're playing that when if Melbourne City lose now, I'm going to be a little bit ticked off that the victory are going to get Canberra. But yeah, we've got Western Sydney. We have to get past Adelaide midweek on penalties, so that could tire them. We have just lost both Sullivan in midfield for this first leg and De Oliveira for both legs. They've both got injured in training. And did Canberra actually go through? Did I see that right? In which case, FM needs to really figure out how it sorts out things. Because I'm pretty sure IRL would take on Canberra in that situation, having finished 6th. But anyway, we are just playing for a trophy now because we're going to be playing Champions League next season anyway. So it's not the end of the world, but it would be quite nice while we're in a good little run of form. But yeah, we picked up a 3-1 win at Canberra, conceded a late goal, but pretty comfy, 3-0 up by the half. So let's just see. Yeah, Canberra. How's that happened? Canberra are taking on the victory and we're taking on Western Sydney, which does feel like we've not really been rewarded for finishing top there. Anyway, we'll have to cop it, I suppose. Good crowd expected, yeah. We've bet Western Sydney both times we've played them this season. So hopefully that continues. We'll sort out scouting after these next couple of games. No, I think we'll be fine for this one. Hoping for a draw, so not very confident, are they? We are the outsiders for this, somewhat surprisingly. This couple of injuries are annoying. Yes, you can definitely get on the shortlist. Now, Luisa Caceres. Now, the one thing to note going into next season, I think we've got all 5 foreign spots open. Actually, sorry, 4. Because we've got Cristobal. So we've got 4 foreign spots open going to next season. We did get our transfer budgets. Nothing. 0, but they have tied up the wage. So once players get released, that's going to be okay to work with, but it's not great for a team that just won the regular season. Now Sullivan can get on her rehab, so we'll definitely do that. 2 more days, so she's not going to be quite right. De Oliveira still out for 9 days to 3 weeks is a blow, especially with Lookmeyer in the middle of a transfer window during the finals, which don't ask me how that's a thing as well, because Western Sydney have just signed a couple of new players. So it's interesting. It's a Friday game too. So they played their semi on a Tuesday after playing their previous game on a Saturday, I think it was, Western Sydney. So they've played a lot of football of late. As Sydney also signed people, less of an issue because they're not in the finals. Oh, hold on, what's happened there? I've gone C, not space. Birdie, yeah, we did. We went to Wellington for 63 days, realised they were £1 million in debt. Then Newcastle offered us a job interview in the same league, the Ninja A League on the women's side. A job that we applied for back at Manjung, but it took them so long that we'd actually got past the period where they thought that we had been at Wellington not long enough, and they were less in trouble financially. So we've ended up here. It's worked out quite well for us because we've won the league. We're playing Asian Champions League next season. Given that, you can't do that with Wellington, can you? And we're just about to play our first finals game. 2-legged semi. So we'll actually do a prediction for both legs. So who makes the final? We are the top seeds. We'll put ourselves first, even though we are away for the first leg. So we'll get a prediction going. We'll give you a couple of minutes on this one. But this is who makes the final. What sort of wages? They're not too bad. I'll just do a quick save here too, because we are about to play the semi. I'll just show you shortly. Once this goes through. Also, a little bit annoyed I didn't get a trophy lift. I had to do one myself with my fan next to me here, so we had to do that. We didn't get a trophy lift for the regular season, so we got robbed of that. To be fair, not sure anyone wants to celebrate in Canberra, so it's okay. But here is our squad. Let's go to contract. I think our highest wage is hilariously someone that we're not playing currently. No. So we're releasing her because we got a better goalkeeper come for our youth intake. But that's the highest paid at 600 a week. And behind that, Ruby Sullivan, who is quite good. 350. They're pretty good down here. It is pounds, but still it's pretty good for good players. Do have to spend a little bit. I think when Sullivan's new contract kicks in, it is going to go up quite a bit. But that's not till 2033, so it's not even for another 2 seasons that. Buchanan gets a little bit of a wage rise, but I think it's justified. So not very high wages. Where's our... Yeah, there's Flanagan. Yeah, a couple of players on youth contracts too, because they came through nicely, like Kylie, who's best youth intake player of the save, and it's not really close with that current ability at 15. But yeah, we've got Western Sydney. If we have a look at, yes, both teams got from penalties, so they should be really tired, these teams. We are a little bit light though. Yeah, I don't think we'll risk Sullivan here. We'll get Songer onto the bench. She can do a job in midfield if we needed to. This is going to make things interesting if Cratwell does get injured, but I mean, we could. Yeah, maybe I should think about that. Maybe we should call up Coots for this one game, who can do a job in both positions. Might be a bit smarter. Tactical. No, fit match squad. Where's Coots? Where's Coots? Coots. For Songer. That might work better. Because Coots... Where's Coots gone? Sure, it's fine. It's not going to mum me here. But Coots, yeah, DM midfielder. So we'll do that. But, right, here we go. I'm a little bit concerned about that, but hey. That says Coots, we'll be fine. Right, let's get into the first league. Away at Western Sydney, we beat them both times during the regular season, but we have lost our 19-goal league leading striker, and as well as Sullivan in the midfield for the first league only. Lookmeyer comes in, who wants to leave the club. So it's a slightly weaker team we're putting out for this, but hopefully we do a job in the drizzle and 26 degrees at the Wanderers. Show them what we're about. Even a draw out of this, we'll probably take it, girls. Going back home for the second league. Let's go. First league. Semi-final. The Jets in the white with the good old sleeveless look again. Hopefully for the last time this season. Wow, we don't even get a walkout. Cool. Kick off then. Jeez, to tell you what, very average TV production here for a semi-final. Not even showing the walkouts. But here we go. Hopefully we'll get by fine with some of the changes we've had to make. Lookmeyer can score goals, even though she's just done one for us this season. She is quite a handy player. Hopefully proves a point now she's in the team. Now Sylvia Cristoval's picked up a yellow. That's a bit of a concern. Encourage. Will that... that's come for a poor time. Might take her off at the half there for Ferris. Easy E. All good, mate. Yeah, go the Jets. We're in the semis now, mate. So... But all good, mate. Hope you have a good New Year's Eve. Thank you very much for your support this year, dude. Hopefully you stick around for next year. Alright, Talon's not having a good game at left wing, so there's a couple of big players that are either missing or not stepping up currently. But thankfully, we are controlling the game quite well. Another yellow. Oh, both our wing-backs on yellows. This is going to be a bit of a tricky game for us, this feels like. And Kakesi. Oh boy, oh boy. What do we do here? Okay, we've got 3 defenders on yellows, which was not a part of the plan. Playing well. But, yeah. Now, Lookmeyer's having a stinker. Sakita's going fairly. We'll take off Cristobal for Ferris. Yeah, we might have to leave the others as is just to make sure we get through here at the moment. We could try Talon up top. And Reuter out left, although that might be better actually. She can't really do a job in that same position. So we'll try that. It's a bit of a wall throw out the stumps there, but we are a little bit weaker for this first league, which is not ideal. So we'll confirm those changes, address the team. The scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. Keep going. If we get muddled by injuries and yellow cards, I'll be a little bit disappointed here. But let's go. Second half, we've been all over them so far. Nothing silly from Cassie or Buchanan, and hopefully we'll be okay. This week having a 7-person bench instead of a 9-person bench does make things a little bit more difficult. Western Sydney just looking a little bit more threatening for a little brief period there. Naomi for Voisey might be a shout at some point here, and they do have a throw in Western Sydney. If they score for their first attack of the game, I will be quite filthy. Okay, thankfully Kylie eventually makes a save there, but goodness me, that was a little bit terrifying. Pumps it deep. Lutter's not really put any pressure on them there either, so this is not great stuff from us, although we are now on the ball. Sakita up to Lutter. Oh, too much pace, tries to chip it off the post. Interesting reactions all round there. Chance for both teams. Off the post. Voisey Yilden, who we might take off shortly. Although, oh, okay, we'll let this flow. Talon's not playing well either, though, so we've got a lot of players out here not doing well. Okay, get to that. Why are we not winning the race to the ball, girls? Al Saka, come on. She's not Bakayo. No, definitely isn't she? Right, let's take off... I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm going to take off Talon. Lutta, and we'll bring on that up top, I think, Migliazza. And we're going to have to do a little bit of a funky here, out of position, just to accommodate that. Very tempted for Naomi outright as well, but apparently Voisey's not going quite so badly. Well, Jamar Moore have been all over them, just bar the goal scoring. It's only the first leg, so if we get through this locked up, we do get some reinforcements back for the second leg. Sakita is 6.4, we might have to... Benny, welcome in. Yeah, Happy New Year for you too, man. Hope it's going well for you as we try and not bowl the finals. Right, what can we do? Coots for Sakita. I probably should leave Songer on in hindsight. Donahue further forward. Yeah, we'll try that. And that will leave Naomi outright. So we really are going quite wild with the positioning here. It's not a very familiar team that we're putting out in a finals game. As now Ferris picks up a yellow. Thank goodness it wasn't one of the other ones already on one. Would be a bit disappointing if we didn't do something here, because Western Sydney should be quite tired, having just gone to extra time and pens. And now they're on the ball. Oh, that's a great header though from Reuter. Right, Migliazza. Don't let me down. Find a teammate. There we go. Good hold-up play. O'Donoghue, Reuter. A run's being made. Picks out O'Donoghue. Can she square it? Not in time. Reuter. Oh, Coots. Coots. Coots! Eliza Coots! Out of nowhere. Wasn't even going to be in the team for this game. Until a late call, and we take a 1-0 lead on the road in the first leg. Playing in the Ruby Sullivan position. Actually, no, she's not. She's playing in the O'Donoghue position. That's a top finish, though, from Eliza Coots to make it 1-0. That is big. Praise. Can we get one more? As we make our way into... We're about to be added time. They have to try and hoof this clear. This might work in our favour. It does not. Oh dear, who came out there? Oh, don't concede now, girls. Rodman Lavaja. Certainly a name. Cuts inside. Oh, yep, we'll take that all day. 5 minutes of added time, though. And we do still see highlights, which I'm a bit concerned about, especially when Kylie does that. What was that, Kylie? Oh my god, what a footing that was. Who was that? McKee. Heroic from you. Let's just time waste a touch here. And be more disciplined. Great work from McKee there covering. We are getting some highlights later and I don't like it. Because we're not in dynamic mode. We're just in key highlight mode. Kylie, please find a teammate this time. Well, if you pump it that deep, we might be okay either. Oh no, because Lutta's just gone in no man's land there. So Watam. Uh-oh, she's cooking. Belong here. Good. Jeez, we're defending well here though. We are defending very well when we're scrambling. And we're going to get away with a 1-0 win. We were all over them first half. Thankfully got the goal through Coots. And we sneak away with a 1-0 win with a couple of rotation players having to feature. So I think we'll take that. Didn't play as well as we can, but happy with the result. 1-0. Going back to Newcastle. And now we can praise training as well, which is good because we're doing Friday games. Well, good work from you. Ferris, you did okay. You as well. It's Lookmire who's letting us down currently, which is not surprising considering she's the one who wants to leave, but unfortunately, we do kind of need her because the injury to D. Oliveira out for a further 9 days to 3 weeks. So what we'll do now is get Sullivan back in for this next game, which she'll be okay for. We've just got a week gap, so we should be okay. Just it means that Lookmire's come up top still and a little bit out of form. But we're not going to be able to do much better than that. Hopefully she'll be fine in front of our home fans, but that is okay enough away from home for a first league that. Okay, just keep an eye there on who's been given the cut from the Knicks, because some of that stuff's happening in the background while we play finals for reasons. Who's at Harbour? Okay, interesting. Some of those attributes are quite good actually, aren't they? Target forward, she's really suited. Interesting. I'm quite tempted to get her in for this next game. Anyway, let's check if no, De Oliveira is still out. I also break a consecutive wins record, which does make me a bit worried that that's about to be ended. Because FM things. But week-long gap, we go back home, got a 1-goal lead. Let's hopefully getting Sullivan back in there, she'll be right. Get the job done over the Wanderers and can make our way through to a final against one of Canberra or the Victory. We beat both pretty comfortably last time we played them. If we can get through Western Sydney. First, is Perth Glory going to get a takeover? Okay, oh, not another injury game. What are you doing to me? It's just realised that it's the finals and it's trying to make life more difficult for me because I'm not supposed to be the favourite. 1 to 3 days, we will cop that. That's fine. That's an okay one. Okay, De Oliveira is now general rehab ready. So 7 days to 2 weeks, she might be okay for a final if we make it that far. And that'd be quite good having 19 goals this season. Oh, excuse me. Right. Yeah, McKee developing well. Put in a big block late there in that previous game. How's Voiser getting on? That potential has gone down. I think we're going to have to figure out something right when going to next season. That's probably the one area we definitely need to do something because Naomi is going to get released. 3-0 the victory over Canberra. Hopefully they're not starting to find some form again. Having lost to Sydney on the final day of the season by a similar scoreline, I think it was. as Munjung might be in a cup final as well, just quietly, against JDT, our former club. But yeah, Melbourne victory in a good spot. Right, we better offer. I don't really want to. It's not great. But you could sign a striker early. And by early, the transfer window's open, so it's not really, you know. I mean, Western Sydney wanted that would be a bit dirty, wouldn't it? They go after Lookmeyer, but I don't think we'll get one through in time anyway, so we might just wait for the moment. Not disassemble our squad before a final. It's probably a smart thing to do. But it is kind of mental that they just don't wait for the final series to finish before they open the transfer window. Yeah, hopefully the home advantage is going to give us the edge here and we can just make it a bit more comfortable. Get an early goal, go 2 up on the aggregate. Would be quite nice. No, don't like that. Don't waste my time with 3-star potential players. I need more than that. Put you on the shortlist. Where do you play? No, you can play midfield, but yeah, not sure about that one. Okay, technical advice. I imagine it's something similar. We could try that, but we've done all right without having to do that sort of stuff for the most part. But there was one in that previous game where we did kind of give them the ball in a silly way. I'll leave it though. I back what we're doing. Okay, we already know about her. Game day. Right. So that prediction is still rolling from the first leg because 2-legged semi. And yeah, De Oliveira, Kakesi and Sullivan all on fitness tests. So it's going to be interesting. Kakesi should be fine. It was a minor thing with her. Sullivan was a little bit longer. She's fine as well. Yeah, De Oliveira is still out for a week, so she'd be back for a final, which could be quite big. But, alright, we'll get Coots back down to the B team for the moment, I think. And otherwise, that's our first choice 11, just that we've got Lookmeyer up top for the second leg with no De Oliveira, which is a blow, but hopefully she'll return like the hero she is for a final. But we've got to finish the job off here against Western Sydney, the Wanderers. In front of our home fans at number 2 Sports Ground. Yeah, no complacency. I tell you what, most of them have reacted freaking well to that. I have faith. I have faith. I trust you. You don't like me, Amber, do you? You're not happy with me, Amber. You're the one that threw a tantrum and now you're getting game time. So hopefully you know, show me why you should be playing more. But Western Sydney with the 4-2-2-2. A team we've beaten all previous matchups. We don't get the walkouts in the semi-finals because reasons. And we're underway. Western Sydney, this time in the white. We are back in our home uniform for the first time today. The gold with the blue sleeves as Christabel defends early, which is encouraged. Yellow to Voisey Yilden. So Naomi will be coming on at half-time, at least. And that's that. See, that's why I didn't want to turn on the long goal kicks, because that's quite handy. We get it to Buchanan, who has someone on her shoulder. Finds O'Donoghue instead. Voisey. Oh, cuts in. Squares it. Olivia Sakita. That's what you wanted early. 2-goal buffer. Bust out those Jets emotes if you're on Twitch. I did those this morning. But there we go. Just through the crowd there from Sakita. And Carmichael can't stop it. We've got a 2-goal lead. It's a cushion goal. That's what we're after. Nice and early. After a real struggle in that first leg. McKee, oh, Voisey, don't, oh, I'm already a little bit tempted to take her off on that yellow. Just not to risk anything silly happening. Robin Lavaja in the mixer. So that's safe as Kylie had that covered. There's a reason she's in the Dream 11 at 15 years old for the entire league. Alright, we're 2 goals up, so we've got to praise. I mean, Voisey did get the assist, didn't she? So we might as well leave her out there. We can do something funky if she goes off early for some reason, without a cam maybe. And here we go. We've got a chance from set piece. O'Donoghue, Kakesi. If you're ever going to score from set piece, this would be a great time. McKee went close, but not quite. And we're going to see what happens from the goal kick too. Carmichael across the face of goal for, I'm not sure who that was, but McKee's going to win in the air. Sullivan, O'Donoghue, over the top for Saketa. He's got Talon behind. Pulls across. Not a great option, unfortunately. Probably should have looked there for Talon. And now Robin Lavaja starts to go forward. Good block on that. Right, let's maybe go balance just to try and stop whatever we're about to see. Yep, and now we go back to positive. Okay. Bit of praise. Still got a 2-goal lead. And I'll tell you what, we're not really winning the 50-50s as much as I was hoping we would. And that was horrific from Christabel. Thankfully, Scully has done something even worse. Although that was average from Kakesi, but we eventually get it back with this game of hoofball that was happening. Okay, Voisey, nice ball there for Lookmeyer. Save from Carmichael, was onside too. We will see the corner. O'Donoghue. Are we going to finally score from one of these? Nope. But we might get a chance off the rebound. Voisey. It's going to go out right because that's the usual side. O'Donoghue. Back for McKee. Sullivan. And a fair bit of space. That's a horrific pass, but thankfully McKee's there to recover. Lookmeyer. Talon. Nice ball for Christabel. Christabel in the box. Back for Sullivan. Oh, likes to score from that range. Not quite that time. We're trying to put the pressure on and really go a long way to wrapping this up at 3-0. Talon's not been great over both leagues. I had to take her off in the first league on a 6.4. She's on a 6.5 here. Let's see if me bagging is going to work. Not with a pass like that. Jeepers, Talon. What are you up to today? Scully. Tell you what, she's going to get shot off here too. Thankfully, it's over the bar, but Talon is having a stinker. Might not enjoy big games. They've got a player down there, 14. One of their strikers, Robin Lavaja. But we've got a 1-goal lead. We'll take off Voisey on that yellow. Might have a little cricket Talon at halftime. Is she... Can't really see the pros and cons, can I? No. I don't think that was a bit dangerous in a semi. Mine got soft locked. Okay, we'll confirm the changes there. Naomi at right wing. Going well, capable of even better. I'll have a quick little word and say, not happy with you, but the rest of them. That and that. Okay. Ask the captain to step up a bit more. And hopefully we're going to be making our way through to an A-League final. 90 minutes, probably versus the victory. But before then, got to hold on to this 2-goal lead. We've got to throw in. It's in our own half. They're going to try and put pressure on us here, Western Sydney. But thankfully, we're dealing with it okay at the moment. O'Donoghue. Out to Naomi. Buchanan. Naomi. O'Donoghue gets somewhat in behind. Oh, the footwork. The footwork. Oh, it should have looked to put that top left. Kind of tried to beat Carmichael near post and it didn't pay off, but that was lovely, that from O'Donoghue. Now there's a corner. We headed away. This highlight continues, which is a touch concerning. Wasn't worried about that first highlight because it was so sudden, but thankfully we've won it. Now we're flying forward like the Jets on the counter. O'Donoghue, Talon. Oh, the ball to Naomi. Oh, probably could have squared that. Might not have been the option there, but the ball from Talon was the best thing she's done in the entire tie. Now it is Western Sydney on the ball, though. That's great from Karkesi, though. Saketa. Up to Talon. Do something. There we go, Talon. Growing into the game, finally. Back to Christabel. Sullivan. Buchanan. And a long way from right back. Oh, Talon! Kaylee Talon-Henniker puts it to bed, surely. 3-0 up with a half hour left. Outside the box, one touch, and Boomfa picked it out, Carmichael. What a goal. 2-0 on the day, 3-0 on aggregate. That's what we were after. Just don't let them score straight from the restart. That would be annoying. Having just said that should wrap it up. Haitley. Scully. Oh, got girls. Oh, that's nice from Buchanan, though. Now Flanagan. Takes the time on the ball. Hooves it deep. Talon won't win it. We won't at all win this. They've actually done quite well there, Western Sydney. And there's a couple of runs forward. Haitley. Off the post, thankfully. Oh, we're just dealing with that. It stayed in. And eventually McKee heads it out. Lickmeyer just gives it straight to them. Might be after a contract from them. Being on the transfer list. With that in mind, I'm actually going to sub off Lickmeyer because reasons. And Sullivan as well, coming back from injury for Crutwell. Just play things safe there. Now it is Western Sydney though. Masensky, Jaber. Oh, this is a good chance. Big block on that. Not sure who it was. Might have been McKee again. She is superb defensively. Now Buchanan is on a bit of a red heart, so we'll get her off for Kennelly. Because just in case there's some mental scheduling where we don't get a week break. Because it was a bit hard to tell with the finals. And we are on the ball with only 15 left. O'Donoghue up to Naomi. Floats it far post to one of their players, but we do get it back off the clearance. O'Donoghue out to Kennelly. Naomi. What can she do? Oh, O'Donoghue space. Space off the post. We are going to get it back again though through Crutwell. Thought there was a ball on there, but didn't opt to play it. Now we just look to camp in their half, which I wouldn't hate for the rest of this game. Christabel, that doesn't quite find Saketa. We're going to get it thrown inside the final third. We'll take that. And we see it as well. Although we give it straight to them, which is a bit stupid. Good foul that from Talent. Oh, free kick. Naomi scored one of these yesterday. Goes extremely close again. She's handy from free kicks. Might be worth just keeping her in the team for the final because of that. But right, I was going to start time wasting just to be safe here, given what's on the line. Standard, disciplined. Let's do that. We've got one more sub to make if we need to, and we will now because Kakesi is on a red. Ferris for her. And let's see what happens before that final sub goes through. But we'll be playing a final unless we collapse horrifically here in the last 5 minutes. And nice work from Kakesi before she goes off up until whatever that was. What are we doing there, girls? Kakesi puts the foot in. And like really well to win this off Jabber, but then she makes a horrific decision. And I don't really know what's happened just in general there with our defence. But they've got a goal back to just make me slightly nervous, I suppose. Okay, well, 4 minutes of added time. And we've seen out the first bit of it. We'll be fine. It's just a silly goal that we've conceded because, you know, FM got to do FM things. We are through to the Ninja A-League Finals final thing. Well done. We'll take that. We'll take that. Didn't really play as well as we can, but that's big. We're in the final. Praise the players for their training as well. Keep that morale nice and high. We all know how FM works. But we are going through now. What day will this be? Don't be midweek. I want my striker back. Because Luke Meyer's been very average. Also just changed the stream title. Get that going. And also, look at that. Look, Myers dropped her concern. Got the next gen woman as well. So, right, let's deal with this now because honestly, keeping Look Meyer wouldn't be horrific as a backup. Despite her lack of output. Right, we're going to be doing a bit of stuff for the next few minutes. First off, prediction: Newcastle make the final. So let's have a look at the goal 50. We should probably start adding these players to our shortlist. Now, is this going to flick over? Have they actually fixed this part of it? Is what I'm wondering. Oh. Add to shortlist. So we'll be here just a little while because you can't add all to shortlist or scout all still. No, it doesn't work like it should yet. Okay. Okay, we're getting there now. Lauren Hemp's not got a contract. Okay. Do you want to come and trial with us? I'll add to shortlist, but also, can we offer... No? Okay, what's going on for Lauren Hemp? Not sure what's going on there, but anyway. Now we've got to fix this all over again. Actually, a player I had heard of. Right. Beaver Jones, great name. Caicedo. There's a lot here with contracts expiring, which makes this quite interesting on the women's side. Not that we'll probably get them to the A-League, but who knows, we might be getting a nice little boost here for what we're doing this season with Newcastle to all sorts with our extra coaching badges. Reputation's probably going to get a nice bump up, you'd hope, with the regular season trophy. Especially if we pick up the finals as well. Right, and we're going to do the next gens as well, which is maybe a more interesting list for us. So that's the goal 50. Now, I do want to... Geez, Sydney, I've got a few on here. All right, so let's start this. We've got Alina Gotte, you've got Schreiberg, Clausen, Paula. Great name. Okay, they've got a couple Sydney, which is interesting. We might be able to have some fun with that. With them not having a great season. Adelaide's got one as well. Okay. We'll add them all anyway. Don't really have a scouting budget to scout them all. But we will get them on that shortlist. I'm also keeping a big eye out here too for you know who, Kylie. Might not have played enough this season to make this list. So it's all 18, 19. Don't know if a 15-year-old's going to quite make it yet. But next season, I'd be a bit disappointed if she wasn't on this list. Even from down here in the A-League, Rebecca Ledor. Let's offer you a trial and add you to shortlist. Oh, that does that. Okay, cool. Chabrier, as I start hitting my water ball, mouse. And last 10, we'll get through the rest of this. No, there's no Kylie. Bit too early for her, unfortunately, to be on this next gen. There's a lot of people here with contracts expiring, so that could be fun. With the amount of foreign spots we have available here at Newcastle. And look, Maya. Oh, do you? Yeah, okay, we'll accept that request then, hey? So, yeah, because you do have a contract kicking in. So I'll just check the sugar here too, because just getting a touch warm in this room. No, we're fine. Okay. Oh, she did want to come. Okay, cool. Okay, wasn't. Should have probably checked position. We're not really looking for a left winger, but she does look quite handy. Can Talon play right? No. Okay. So not quite as cool as I thought that might work out in a weird way. Now, I take it. What's going on with the victory? Surely they're making the final. And we've got our A license. Happy days. Let's go. Yeah. 2 in a year. We're flying on the license thing. We should probably ask for another one while we're in good touch. Yeah, the men's Premier League, Liverpool, definitely not WSL, because goodness me, they are not very good at that. Okay, is quite good. Could be a very handy option. Because at the moment we've got whatchamacallit off the bench at left wing. Luther, who's not bad to be fair, but that could be fun. Ledo, let's reserve squad. Don't want you making up my chemistry before the end of the season. We've got an A license. How are we looking now with our rep? Well, we're up to 5. I think that's a boost. Let's see if we can start another coaching course. Try and go after our Continental C, which will probably happen during the large majority of the off-season. And we are playing Melbourne. No surprises there. 18th of May, so we've got a full week. So that should mean that we will be able to put De Oliveira back up top with 5 days recovery on her injury. So that's going to be very handy. I don't think I'm thinking is do we put Naomi back in for Voisey, but I think we'll just leave it as is at the moment. We've got some nice links out there. It's all going well. It's not tinker with too much. So we'll get a prediction going for that final 8. We lost to them by a single goal the first time around at home, and then we pumped them 8-1 away. But they did have a goalkeeper injured. I presume their goalkeeper's back. And while I'm doing that, we'll keep going through this a little bit more. Okay, yeah, and the transfer deadline's about to kick in because, of course, that closes after the final. Because reasons. What a mental transfer window. Who wins the final? Simple question. And we'll get rid of the draw. We want to be Newcastle Jets or Melbourne Victory. Hopefully not this time. The yucky bucky. And here we go. Right. I'll just have a quick look at them too, just in case that they are still without a goalkeeper, but I think we would have noticed they wouldn't have got as far as they did. That's a handy DM. Despite the age. Now, victory. There we are. Let's just see how they are tracking going to this. If we can, please. Thank you. Okay, they've got Fante back in, so that's one of the better goalkeepers in the league. So that's going to help them out. They do still have a couple injured though. Dukic, a fringe player, Balestini, right back. So that could be interesting. How long term is it though? 9 days to 3 weeks. That is actually quite long term. So it means they've got a squad player. We've got a couple of squad players, which is interesting. I mean, good marking and tackling, so that might not hurt them too much. And Matos. That might be their weakness. That might be what's changed with that injury. So interesting. I do cop injuries to the victory. We could now if this is bad. So no Reuter, right? Do we pick up that next gen girl? 2.5 with 5 potential. She's got a lot of potential herself. Are we going to be able to cover this from within without signing someone? Reports, Shaun. Reports. Best position, left wing. We've got Lapamada, who would do a job. I think we can use her here. Big call for you, but hopefully you're going to do a good job for us. The attributes aren't half bad. This is going to be a bit funny out of position, but that's kind of like who's got injured anyway. But that's a bit of a blow, losing Lutta on the bench. Not a starter though, so I think we take that given what we caught before the actual semis. But hopefully we can make it a double here very shortly. We won the regular season trophy. Not that we saw a trophy lift. Hopefully this time we are going to see a trophy lift. If we can beat the victory. We beat them 8-1 last time we played them. But they were missing their first choice goalkeeper. Missing a first choice defender this time. By the looks of it. Hopefully get the job done here. And go into a Champions League campaign, having clearly established ourselves as the best team in Australia. And we haven't heard anything about that coaching course, so I reckon Newcastle quite like us at the moment. Because usually that means they're going to let us do it. The timing makes sense as well, so we might be about to work towards a Continental C license, which, considering this time last year we were not even sure we actually started on our National C. It was quite speedy work from us. I'm going to check that really quickly. We are studying for a Continental C. We are flying up. About time we are in our 6th season, but still very handy stuff. Okay, De Oliveira is just coming back to fitness, things you love to see. Hopefully get a couple of decent training sessions into her before the final with the 19 goals this season. That could be very, very handy, having not had that for the previous semi-final. We've got home advantage, which is nice because sometimes it's played at neutral. Slight favourites. It's our chance, ladies. It's our chance. Let's beat the VAT. Come on. Get the morale nice and high. And McKee, who was quite big in that semi. A couple of nice blocks, as I said. That centre-back pairing that took the Aussies to the Under-20 World Cup final are doing a job for us. Apparently we've got the edge. We are now 7 games in a row in the league. Winning. Might even be more actually. What, 5? Oh no, 7. 8? Might be 8. Anyway. Oh no. No. Oh, this game's annoying. Okay, De Oliveira's out again. Food poisoning. Oh, this game. Seriously. Right, so that means Lookmeyer comes back in with Migliazza on the bench. Oh. Okay, that's a bit of a blow. That's more annoying. Oh, game. Why have you done that to me? Who was cooking? Because whoever was cooking, you weren't doing a good job. Not like me and my tactics. You're a shocker. As we get the tactical advice. Hopefully not from the same person who just freaking poisoned my star striker. Alright. Crossing threat. Bumpfart. Not doing a mid-block. Play through the press. Cool. We can do that. And that will be it. Okay. No. We've got a final to play. We're not looking at doing transfers just yet. And they're predicting a win. Ooh. A 6-pointer. I suppose you could call it that, being a final and all. But the victory have just... up until that semi, we're just stumbling along a little bit. Lost 3-0 to Sydney, who, to be fair, had found some form late in the season. Last year's champions. Can we emulate what they did? Pick up the double. Keep it in New South Wales. Joe Bryant, has picked up Footballer of the Year. All right, here we go. Right, let's get a save in. A-League final. Building all season for this. Did not think we'd be getting to this point, but hey, let's make the most of it while I've got the chance. Can we pick up the double our first season at the Jets? Something that real life Jets fans would go mental over, because Jets are not known for winning trophies. They did pick up the thing, didn't they? On the men's side. Anyway, Lookmeyer comes in again because frickin' De Oliveira. And also Lapamada on the bench, who's also got a fitness test for the injured Lutta. But yeah, hopefully he'll be okay against the victory. Lapamada, 17 for you. Backup winger. Right. Yeah, I want that trophy. The one that looks like the fan I hoisted earlier. Come on. Let's beat the Beaver and Fante. Let's go. Our home form's important. Let's defend the fortress. Go all Crusader like in the playoffs, girls. Right, here we go. They're going with the 4-2-2-2, the cheesy formation this year. We don't get a walkout for the final. Love that. Don't go past the trophy. License League, they could have done something quite cool with that. But we're underway. We've got the ball. Look, Maya should be happy now. She's happy with her football because De Oliveira has been getting injured at the worst time possible. But here it is, the Ninja A-League final in front of hopefully a semi-decent crowd here at Newcastle. And we've got a corner which we've been pretty wretched from all season. O'Donoghue. Look, Maya. Back to O'Donoghue. Saketa. We go back to Talon. O'Donoghue. Kakesi. Sullivan. We'll find McKee, who finds Voisey Yilden, who finds Sullivan. Long range effort forces a save out of Fante. It's probably an early sign that the goalkeeper's a bit better in this game than the last time we played the victory. Because it was almost shoot on sight last time that worked. But this is what we want to see early. We on the front foot. Let's try and get some pay for it, ladies. They hoof it deep. Kylie Flanagan, the 15-year-old in a final. Pumps it deep. Can we get on the end of it? Look, Maya. No, doesn't win that for us. Oh, that's horrendous from them. Talon in the box. Gets a bit greedy. Takes the shot on. Could have looked to square that for Look, Maya, although to be fair, don't blame her considering the way she's been acting. Need a goal for this early dominance here in the final. Don't want any Pahang stuff happening in this like we got in Malaysia. Don't want teams beating us with one shot in the game. Thankfully, Melbourne are not hitting that ball well at the moment. They're giving us the ball back quite regularly. Christabel finds Talon. Oh, that pass was very affairs, was that one, but we do keep it. Saketa in the box. Tight angle, but we are just choking ever so slightly here. 2 shots now from a similar spot, not quite on target. And Christabel on yellow as well. And we do have the ball here at the moment. Saketa picks out Sullivan, Buchanan, O'Donoghue. We are camping in the final third. Things you love to see. Talon, can she square this for someone, please? Christabel, Buchanan. Just trying to work into the box. You wouldn't know it from some of these shots. But we are all over the victory here without having done anything on the score sheet. To be fair, was quite similar last time we played them. The floodgates opened up in the second half in that game. We've got a throw in. If we can grab a goal before a half, that'll be very handy because we deserve a lead from this first half performance, I think. Christabel, Sullivan, Talon, Sullivan, O'Donoghue. Oh, the footwork's lovely, but O'Donoghue can't hit the target either. Oh, some great football here, but with no end product. Now, who's not going well? Voisey's on a 6.4. We'll probably take off Christabel for Ferris as well. So, and I looked, Maya needs to really pick up for us here. But Naomi outright, and we'll play things safe with Ferris at left back, but got to be pretty happy with what we're doing. Address the team. Yeah, we're doing well. Defenders, you're going well. Midfielders, you're going well. You, not happy. Fire up, look, Maya. Second half of a final that we have dominated, but somehow it's 0-0. And now we decide not to defend. It's our right-hand side. That's where we can't blame anything if the subs were made. But thankfully, we're now going to try and hit them on the counter. No, that's... Geez, girls, what are we doing to start this half? Go ball, go ball. Thank you. Right, we get away with that. We do see the throw-in. Okay, that's nice and safe. Looked Maya. Good from you. That's better. Even an assist I'll take from you in this game. Ferris. Talon. Oh, footwork. Someone make the run. Oh, why have you not looked for the run of Sakita. Okay, hold on. Oh, pen ref, pen. Right, here we go. Who's on it? It's got to be Talon, doesn't it? Talon. From the spot in the final. Kaylee Talon Henniker. Oh, she's been such a disappointment in this final series. Just that one goal in the second leg has saved her, really. Oh, that should have been 1-0. Talon. Now, who's got a yellow there? Cassie. We've got a corner, though. O'Donoghue, do not handball this Cassie, because I'm getting that vibe from this. Oh, crossbar. Right, Talon's on a 6.2. That could just be the doodah. I am going to take off Lookmeyer for Migliazzi, though. Don't really trust Lapamata in this situation, so... I mean, what does Sakita look like up top? Probably not bad. We'll try that. Cratwell. Come on, girls. I have faith in you. We should be a goal up here. Don't let Talon's balls up cost us. Of course, the goalkeeper's going to go on fire here because she's good. And last time we scored 8, so of course they're going to make it a lot tougher for us this time. Cratwell, Talon, O'Donoghue, who have got drifting a lot further forward now as a cam. Ferris off the bench. In the mixer. Yes, Sakita! There we go. We made a shuffle up because frickin' Lookmeyer's awful. Maybe we should have left her on the transfer list, and we finally take a deserved 1-0 lead in the final. Unlucky because it's come right off the back of their goalkeeper, who's had a pretty good game, but Sakita leaps like a goldfish. Not sure it's quite like a salmon. And with some help from the Bacafante, does score 1-0. Now we just need to be solid defensively. And they've got a free kick. There's no dugout events, don't show me anything. Right, we're trying to head this away. Why aren't we doing a better job? Sail in. Oh, that's off the post. I think Flanagan might have it covered. Right, oh, do we take off here Kakesi on that yellow? It might not be a horrific idea. Just to play things safe. And I tell you what, Talon on that 6.2 is a big concern, isn't it? We will try, although that's going to... what do we do with that? It's going to be real makeshift. I might undo that one. We'll just change the centre back. We'll leave the captain on. And they've got the ball here, Melbourne, but that's nice work there from Naomi to hustle back and get it for us. Right, Sullivan. Simple play here. What are you doing, Buchanan, you absolute mug? Oh, not like this, not like this. Hit it, jeepers, clear it away. Frickin' 26. Right. Thankfully, no one reacted to that in time, so we were okay, but jeepers, that was close. Right, we are going to start time wasting here a little bit. It's a bit early, but I think it's justified. It is a corner. Please score from this, girls. And take your time, O'Donoghue. Naomi's in a ton of space here, by the way. Yeah, good option. Naomi. Yes, Buchanan! 2-0. Surely, despite a penalty miss, we're going to get the job done. Oh, that's big. They did not pick up Naomi at all here. Horrific work from Melbourne. And Buchanan into that right-hand corner. Nearly gave away before, well, did give it away before for an absolute, what could have been a disaster. We've got a 2-0 lead with 4 minutes left. Do not blow this, girls. Late yellow card there for Melbourne. They've got a free kick. There's 4 minutes of added time. We're about to make our way into Cassidy. We do have quite a few players forward here, which is a surprise, given the situation. Off. Yes, of course. It looked too good to be true. Freaking better have been off if we had players standing from that free kick. It's all going our way. We've overcame a penalty miss. And Kylie Flanagan at 15 years old, touch wood, might be about to keep a clean sheet in an A-League final and lift the double. Not with goal kicks like that, good grief. Abdul Masi. Oh, that's a smart foul from Naomi. Let's go to balance and hopefully cut out this. We do. Right, let's go back to positive. Yes, we've got the A-League. Yeah, it doesn't look like that at all in real life. I'll tell you that right now. I did the thing earlier for the thumbnail. We do see a nice logo though. All gold's a bit much, given the badge. A bit of blue and red would have been nice, but here we go. For the first time in quite a while on this save, a proper trophy lift. And we are picking up the Ninja A-League. Come on. Things you love to see here. That's the double in our first season at Newcastle. Hairy moment when Talon Henniker had a penalty saved early in the second half, but thankfully Saketa put her up front. It paid off. And Buchanan, the captain from right back, with a goal to just make sure that we held on there inside the last 10 minutes. Weir had a stinker at right back. That might have been that centre-back injury that cost them. They didn't start the Beaver. That's a big surprise. But thankfully, despite some pretty average performances from our strikers and wingers who started, we are going to pick up the double in our first season at Newcastle. Top stuff. And I need to change the song, don't I? Jeepers, Shaun. Come on, Shaun. Come on, Shaun. You know what you got to do here. There we go. Right, come on. Oh, we did. That long time at Wellington was like a sentence. Oh, yes. Roll of honour. Roll of honour. Yeah, there we go. Oh, we're going to fly up those rankings. Can you even see them these days? Not sure. Anyway, roll, is there like a... No, okay, never mind. Too much work compared to FM24. Van Egmond in disbelief. Darn straight. Ella, you need to sort yourself out, girl. Like, we've won the double. You can go get a facelift. But happy days. We're now a national reputation manager. We're hot stuff. And in front of 4,000, that's a big crowd too for us. Mostly goals over a season. Get the achievement. Whee! We are the champions. No time for Melbourne. Of Australia, yeah. And that's not done anything to the finances. That's a bit of a shame, actually. Okay. No, don't bring me down, Doff. What are you doing? It's not good enough for us. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. That's too late. All right, sorry, just had to get that out of the system. Right, let's go. Let's go to. No. Queen, it's too much from you. Get one Queen song in without it being weird. Right, transfer deadline passed. Yep, sure. Well, oh yeah, we're well under the salary cap, aren't we? We are fine. Okay. Yeah, youth players don't need to be registered. We do need 2 goalkeepers in the squad. I mean, we'll make it. Who's on? It doesn't matter, does it? Scholarship players don't need to be in there. Yeah, we are fine. Okay, that's cool for the moment. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot of wage room and foreign spots. If we go back, we've got 4 foreign spots. Of course, McKemmy actually became Australian in the end. But we're going to release her on 600 a week anyway, so we're going to get some free wage because of that going to next season. We can actually strengthen the squad up quite a bit. Having just done what we've done and bulked up our reputation. My profile, once it loads, please, game. Should have saved soon, shouldn't I? Save game, Shaun. That's probably a smart thing to do. So why have we not actually put the full series name on Twitch? It's just a freaking YouTube thing. Bumper. Right. There we are, though. We've got, look at that. I mean, how is it not 2 trophies? They seriously not give out trophies for the regular season. FM, you need to figure that out because they definitely do. We should have 2 trophies this year. Lifted the final series. We lifted the regular season. Come on. Come on, game. Mental, they don't think that that's a trophy. Anyway. An X. Jeez, game. Anyway, right, I'm getting caught up in stuff. We're a continental club too. Oh, I'll tell you what. How big is Newcastle now? And Shawnee, thank you for the follow. Great name, just quietly. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciated. Right, so now, I suppose we just cruise through and start to work on our next campaign here. While we study for our Continental A, it is going to be a big old offset. Yeah, exactly. I mean, to be, yeah. Oh, I mean, if it was the other spelling, you'd be getting called scene. Because, you know, that's how it's typed out, isn't it? SCAN, that's scene, not Shaun. Right. They're all happy with us here, obviously, because they're expected to just make the finals and we've won everything. Not sure I'm too happy about those things, but hey, it is what it is. Now, grow the club's reputation, reach the finals series elimination final. I think that is just the final series, to be fair. So I think we can accept that. Yeah. Squad dynamics, flying. So I want to go quite deep towards the Champions League next year because I reckon we should have a great chance being one of the 2 only playable leagues on the women's side. Champions League, yeah, I'm final. Yes, lovely. If we lose to a Japanese team, it is what it is. And also, final series. Great. Enjoy your holiday. It's a long one here. It's a 6-month holiday. Good grief. Right. So I might actually do some of this off camera before Saturday's stream, depending on weather, because I might actually be playing golf tomorrow, finally, in this holiday period. Now, we want to go on a pretty early pre-season, but how early? When did Sydney kick off is probably the big question for us here, because they were in the Champions League this season. And it does drag on quite a way, but they won A-League game, and then they were all the group games. So to be fair, it doesn't make too much difference, but I reckon those 2 months might be handy, and maybe a month before. So 4, 8, we want a decent preseason, don't we? Let's try and do 12 if we can. Come back early August, ladies. And we'll be flying then. Right. New site. Record high. Everything's coming up Millhouse. If we go here, is this? No, nothing's changed. Right. I do want to. Oh, we got. Probably should start doing this, shouldn't we? Because we are about to do transfer stuff. Right. You're not good enough. You are just good enough. Build up. Oh, hello. Martha Lafayette. You're worth money. That's actually that's no good for us. We don't have money unless we sell players, which, to be fair, we might now be able to. But yeah, either a striker or a right winger, I think, is the absolute essential, and probably a right winger, considering how well De Oliveira went up top that last season. Ideally both, but we'll see how we look on the wage front. I was going to look for a goalkeeper, but the youth intake we got absolutely did that for us, which was brilliant. And we'll see after that, we've got a lot of high potential players coming through that have done good jobs for us here. So I don't know if we need a huge rebuild or anything, obviously, having just won the championship. We do have a lot of foreign spots available, which could help us in that Champions League push. Now, that's a handy player. Leah Dolina. Good right foot. We play a... what do we play at right? It's a winger, isn't it? So maybe not as handy as I thought it would be, because I can't see an actual winger out there, but... Interesting. That's probably one of the more interesting ones we've had come through so far for what we're looking at. That might be even better. Bojanic. Especially because they won't be bad out of position in that wide midfielder role either. In position, Shaun. Yeah, that's not bad. Some of those would be anticipation teamwork would be quite nice to have a bit better. And the balance, but a Montenegro international who enjoys big matches won't be a bad shout. Okay, you're actually not that good. You have a lot of potential. We know about you. We know about you. Not good enough. Remove from shortlist because you're not great. Oh. Oh. Oh, hello. Those are some nice physicals. Ruddy. Might be a ruddy good signing, that one. Leona Ruddy. Okay, that's another one we could try and get in. Not Dembele from Newcastle, which is hilarious that we're not going to want to sign actual Newcastle players. Okay, no good. Suppose we'll keep you on the list. Not that great. Add you to the list. Don't need a goalkeeper this season. Oh, okay, this is handy. Left winger, it comes striker. Zurubica. Oh, the finishing. That's a striker, isn't it? Hitting could use work, but very handy. Okay. La Zarubica. Could be interesting. It's another striker, Jana Kotic. Probably want someone a bit better if we're going to replace De Oliveira. Keyword if. Oh, Sophia Daniels. It's a lot of potential for a 21-year-old. Good work rate. Interesting option. And last one, right. So we finally got through that list. What was I was going to actually ask for some more transfer revenue, please, board. Or percentage of transfer. Can I do that? Or no, they've... We'll ask for that then. And... I think that's probably it for now. They're actually investing in me, which is quite nice compared to Manjung. Right. Have they done anything in that game yet? Well, they have. Okay. Let's put that on the background then. So probably be live for about... easy, we won. It was a 2-0 win in the final after a Talon Henniker penalty miss early in the second half. But yeah, we picked up goals to... okay. Who did score the goals? Just quietly. Sakeda going up front, as well as Buchanan. So we are the... Yeah, it was fair play chat, because I was pretty... I wasn't convinced on that one, let's be honest. Especially being a New Zealander, but you made a great call, Miller, last week. Yeah, I think we should always be looking to improve it. Okay, yeah, I suppose that's fair. I was actually I wanted to ask you about percentage of transfer revenues quietly. So we're now going into the 6-month transfer window, which does mean that we're going to be doing some interesting stuff. I'll probably do a bit of it off camera as well. I really only want to right winger / striker, but given how De Oliveira went, striker's probably less of a necessity. Definitely we're a little bit weaker when she was gone during the finals. Look, Maya didn't perform as I hoped she would. Exactly that too. Oh, yeah, and the financial. We're also now studying for our Continental C. So that has definitely paid off. And yeah, we've gone up to a regional reputation, so halfway on that little pie chart. So it's all paid off big time here. And of course, we actually get Champions League football for this season, which wouldn't have been the case if we did it at Wellington. Now, there's a player, but you cost way too much for us. Right. Schmidt loads more than we can afford. Lara. Need more Americans. Yeah, so we're going to have 4 foreign spots. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, so we've got 4 foreign spots. We had one of them disappear because McCammy became Australian. We're going to release her anyway. Yes, exactly. Especially once the World Cup update comes out, eh? That's going to make it a bit more fun. And there is a World Cup too, by the looks of it. Yeah, it will be. Yeah, 2031. So Women's World Cup's about to happen in game. So we can keep an eye out on. Australia should go pretty deep in that. Especially how the under-20s went. Making the final of that with our centre-back. Hiccups. Our centre-backs. It'll be interesting to see too how... I mean, is Kylie a sneaky for a World Cup call-up? Okay, hold on. This is a very inappropriate song. We're the champions. No one else is like us. They all suck. We are special, McFly. Don't you diss me. I like that song, but no, not after winning the championship. No. This is a bit more appropriate during the party. A little bit bummed that we only got one trophy next to our name, though. They didn't give us a trophy accomplishment in game for the regular season. Apparently, despite the fact in real life you do get a trophy for that, apparently according to FM you don't. You don't. So we only won one trophy according to the game. But hey, it is what it is. Now, one thing I should definitely be doing actually is advertising for some staff because we still don't have coaches. Hopefully now that we've bumped up our reputation, we'll be able to lure some people in. So we might just sort that out. Okay, that's all that. That's fine. Eggy Beaver Jones. Okay, right. No. I thought maybe they might pick the under 20s. I thought they might pick up Kylie, unless something weird's going on there for a more senior team. Right, so I want to go to staff because we still have a lot of vacant areas. Performance analyst, yes. Coaching, I would like an assistant, a goalkeeping coach, and a fitness coach, please. Right. Can we please fill those because it's been, a long time. The Central Coast are getting a manager in. I'm going to be quite intrigued to see what that's going to do for our attractability too for the European clubs. We've really bumped up both the coaching badges and obviously picked up the A-League, which is the second highest in Asia. So it's a big scout we just got there. Also, have a quick look at Manjung if I remember too. Next time we come back for something while the game's processing. Yeah, Manjung, that's what I was going to do. Right, just a quick look here at our former club that we actually managed games with. All due respect to the Wellington Phoenix, but they didn't make the finals. There's not much happening there. Manjung, second. No surprises there because, yeah, and that table is the wrong one. They were clearly second. So beefy, they've got Champions League football next year. That's cool. Have they done anything else, though? They lost to JDT in a final. And I think they got done on penalties in the other cup final. So they've been a close, no cigar team all season, unfortunately, of Manjung, which is a shame. So definitely made a good move leaving those guys, I guess. Now, I suppose what we could do as well is a transfer room in and do that. So we'd like a winger with a wide midfielder. I want them to be quite good, so we'll do that, right? But yeah, I think right wing is the one area definitely need an upgrade. And of the rest, I'm trying to remember who we're releasing. We've got a handy backup goalkeeper in Balagente. Behind Flanagan's, we're pretty solid there thanks to homegrown stuff. Just have to see, really. Oh, Lord, they're getting smoked in that game. So I was watching some cricket in the background, and the team I thought was going to waltz and are getting absolutely pounded, albeit it's a 5-over game, so it's less, you know, slightly less predictable. Okay, are they trying to lose? Oh no, full tosses get wickets, okay. But yeah, so we've got FIFA World Cup happening, which is nice, I suppose. Oh yeah, so we'll keep an eye on what we can do on the right wing side. Oh, we've got 2 players come through already. A little bit on the older side, honestly. Chelsea Dorber. I mean, good. But I reckon we could do better on the free agent market. And Barker from England costs money. Looks a lot better, I'd say, as that role that we want. There's some quite nice green attributes, but I mean, I'd be fair if that contract isn't okay, that might not be a bad shout. We'll add you to the shortlist. Let's probably add the other one as well, but I think we might have some. We'll just look at right wingers for the moment, because I think that's the absolute essential. So I want to do a winger is accomplished, and then we have got the wide midfielder. And that really leaves Ruddy, Stokes, and Hilsha, who must be on the next gen list. Oh, again, this right back. Okay, it's going to be an interesting finish. Who wants Tenerife? Want her? I reckon she might look the best of any of those. It's almost tempted to go after her straight away. Nice pickup. Leah wouldn't be better than her, so Leah could stay up front. At the moment, unless we find a really good striker, like a Georgia Doe would be very handy from the Phoenix, but Raddy would be quite nice. She looks quite handy. Can I do a new shortlist? And we've got to wait another month or so till the contracts expire, but that's definitely one that could be fun. Leona Ruddy. And if we sort of remove that a bit more and just sort of... I was quite keen if I can find her ability. Now, are the filters working? They might be working now, because I did quite like Sparksy from Wellington, but might not be an option anymore. I don't think she is. So she's no longer keen on... Oh, actually, I know why. That's why. And she's right at the top. There she is. On international duty, wanted by Man City and London City. Oh boy. Is she... Would be quite a handy pickup. As a local, if I can compare... oh god, is this how it works? What was Leone something? L JKL L Ruddy some L Ruddy ready. Oh, I've got men on this as well. Awesome. I thought it was a recently viewed thing, but it's just completely freaking gone, isn't it? Go back. Where's Ready? There, right. Leona Ruddy. Compare. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, it's this game. Okay, I know that Emily Sparks anyway. There we are. Right, we got there eventually. What's the polygon look like? 4, 2. I mean, there's nothing in that at all. Reddy's got a slightly better season going. Well, I say slightly better, quite a bit better. 6th player of the matches. Could be being handicapped by the fact of playing for the Phoenix. But I reckon Reddy might be the guy there. And if I go back to just striker, especially because I think she'd actually want to come. Accomplished. Is Doe still an option? As in Georgia, yes. Wanted by some big clubs, but should be very handy. Okay. Might have to wait for the World Cup, but that could be a bit of an issue. Although if they're coming back on the 2nd of June, that's not too big an issue. New Zealand should be at the World Cup, though. But yeah, I had eyed up those couple of Phoenix players, but we'll see. Now, what was the time? 5:06. So we'll probably come back next stream on Saturday and try and burn through the transfer window completely. Hopefully, anyway. But it's a big old window, so I'll try and do some off camera as well. And hopefully have slightly better plans. But we're probably going to try and hold off for the most part until contracts expire, because that's obviously going to open up things in our wage budget quite a bit here at Newcastle. And you also staff, that's going to be a pain as well, isn't it, actually? Contracts and stuff with that. But yeah, we'll see what else comes through that recruitment thing we're doing. Yeah, we'll just see what we need to improve. Well, I think it's going to be, we'll try and do as much as we can, because I reckon we've got a quite big chance at the Champions League now. obviously being in it is half the battle with the lack of actual teams that make their way into it in Asia. Yeah, teams are getting a bit keen, aren't they? Yeah, we know about Dorba. Yes, all those players. Hopefully going to get some good money for actually being in the Champions League. That could be quite handy as well. Yes, Barker we looked at. Maybe not as good as we thought she potentially was. Right wing. Let's have a quick look at this early, I reckon. And we'll get some more Rex as well. A lot of players we already know about. They did a shortlist, even though we don't really need a goalkeeper, a transfer room in as well as actually looking at 3 players now. Renteria, Club America, interesting. I think the other one that we had a look-see at was better, especially with that potential. It's not too great, right? So if we go registration, we have got 0 designated players. And yeah, we actually have no contracted goalkeepers. We're going to have to fill the spots with people who don't count on the salary cap. It's going to be a bit weird there going to next season because we won't have that player. They'll be gone. We can't do it now. So let's, I think. But that player's going. Quite a few of some of these players are going as well from our reserve team. Naimi's going, so it's going to be 840 plus a bit more from some other players with not much potential, like Lousy, Gola, we said Naomi, Fuka Nico. I think we are keeping Coots, but that's going to get us up to close to $1,000 spare, which is quite handy. So if I look at right wingers, please. I mean, I think Ruddy was the most natural in what we were looking to do. Bojanic looks handy without looking great. Ruddy looks pretty good. There's no real weak areas in that skill set for a winger, which I like. Teamwork could be a touch better, but still. I was quite excited to use Sparksy from the next, but she doesn't actually pop up if we want someone who can also go back and do a job. So yeah, Reddy's looking like the most likely someone that's actually got a contract that we can get on a free. Dolinar, not that great. And I would like to get someone on the younger side. Polly is retiring. Okay, that's a bit wild. Yeah, we wouldn't want to go too much below that. Like Janjusevic is right looking. Yeah, Grecian could be a touch better, but actually not as bad as I thought she might be. But yeah, I think I'm liking the look of this one a bit better. I like the speed on her. So we might try and do one signing today, maybe. Can we make an offer? We can't really tell if she's interested in coming, but we can do that, which is great because Zero's all we can afford. A 22-year-old would be quite handy. And it's been accepted. Does she want to come? Yes, okay. Oh, that's a big wage. It is quite a big wage. And can we do it yet? Geez, that's right. It doesn't open until freaking. Right, we'll get rid of that and we'll get rid of that. Star player, sure. Sure, you'll start for us. Cool. Oh, yeah, when we're mudded until the thing, aren't we? Okay, so we can't do anything, which is a shame. We're going to be waiting a while, aren't we? We have to wait for players to leave. Yeah. Whoa, we can't do anything. Right. So in that case, this isn't going to work, is it? Yeah, no, we're going to have to come back on that. Okay, right, well, it's 5:15. So I'm going to have to go forward a wee bit anyway, people, till we can actually sign people because we need to free up the wage. And that's going to happen at the end of this month. So I'll probably do that off camera. And we'll come back on Saturday afternoon. That's the plan anyway. And we'll start doing some transfer business. But thanks for coming today, guys. Greatly appreciated. Hopefully you enjoyed those couple of games we played. Picked up both the regular season, not that's a trophy apparently, qualified for the Champions League next season, and we won the A-League overall in the finals. So it was a very good stream. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this first season here at Newcastle. Also, we'll just check. We will just have a quick look actually while I'm remembering. We're not going to actively look. No one wants us yet. But just in case, because we will, especially once the new season ticks over, there could be some funky stuff happening here. So just to be clear, because it probably isn't, clubs in white are female clubs. Clubs in purple are men's clubs. So some freakies there, average. Now, Nippon Insecure Finances would probably avoid them if they came after us, but they are the best team in Japan. And I think they might have even won the Champions League. They did. So that's a little bit interesting. Why their managers left. But yeah, we're just going to sit here unless clubs come after us, is what I'm thinking. There's probably some interesting Asian jobs up there that are on the men's side, but I'm pretty happy to have a crack at the Champions League with this Newcastle team, especially once we can actually sign at least a right winger and see what else we can do if bids come in for some of our more average players. Not much determination with high potential. Poor old Phoenix. Yeah, we'll see. But we've just won the league, so I'm not too going to be shopping out too many of them. Apart from maybe our backup striker, because she was pretty useless actually. But yeah, there's a couple of handy jobs there in the J1, but on the men's side, and also there's a couple of handy little jobs there, but we're not going to be looking at that screen too much, more just to show you guys what's around at the moment. But that'll do for today. I'll go forward and yeah, we'll see what happens once we get into the actual postseason. We'll start to make some plans there and just have a bit of a chill Sunday stream and also a Saturday stream, and keep an eye out on the Women's World Cup in game and see what goes on. So thanks everyone for popping in. If you're on YouTube, Saturday about the same time as today, give or take. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.